I just want you to know how deeply you mean to me, not in the loud, dramatic ways people talk about love, but in the quiet ways that change the shape of a life. You mean to me in the soft pause before I fall asleep when the world finally loosens its grip and my thoughts wander freely to where you are. You mean to me in the way my chest feels lighter the moment your name crosses my mind, as if my heart recognizes home before my mind has time to catch up. Every time I think about you, something inside me exhales. The weight I didn't know I was carrying sets itself down. The noise fades. The sharp edges of the day soften. It's as though the universe leans in and whispers, "Here, rest here for a moment." My world feels warmer because of you, not brighter in a blinding way, not louder, not overwhelming, just warmer, like sunlight slipping through a window on a cold morning, touching everything gently, asking nothing in return. You have this incredible way of making ordinary moments feel special just by being yourself. You don't try. You don't force magic into things. You simply exist, and somehow that's enough to transform the smallest seconds into memories I want to keep forever. A shared silence with you feels fuller than conversations I've had with 100 other people. A glance, a smile, sound of your voice saying my name, these simple things carry more meaning than grand gestures ever could. Your smile, God, your smile, it doesn't just curve your lips, it reaches into places in me that had forgotten how to feel soft. It reminds me that joy doesn't have to be earned, that happiness can simply arrive and sit beside you like it's always belonged there. And your kindness, the quiet, steady kind, the kind that doesn't need an audience. You offer it the way the earth offers gravity naturally without asking who deserves it. I've watched the way you care, the way you listen, the way you show up even when it would be easier not to. You understand me even when I don't say much. Especially then, you read the spaces between my words, the pauses, the half finished thoughts I'm afraid to voice out loud. You don't rush me. You don't demand explanations. You just stay. And that is everything. There are parts of me I didn't know how to name until you recognized them without being told. Parts of me that had grown quiet from not being seen that began to speak again because you listened. I feel lucky to have you, but not in a casual way, not in the way people say it lightly, like luck is random, temporary, something that might disappear tomorrow. I feel lucky the way someone feels lucky after surviving a storm and finding solid ground, the way someone feels lucky when they realize they are no longer alone in carrying their heart. I don't just care about you. Caring feels too small, too passive, too easily shaken. What I feel for you is a choice made again and again, in quiet moments, in difficult ones, in the spaces where love is tested and proven real. I choose you on the days when everything feels easy and on the days when nothing does. I choose you when I'm strong and when I'm tired and when I'm unsure of myself, but certain of you. I choose you not because you complete me, but because life feels more honest when I walk it with you, because the world makes more sense when I imagine it through the lens of us. I'm grateful for the love we share, not the kind that exists only in perfect moments, but the kind that breathes through imperfections, that learns, that grows, that stays. Our love is not loud. It doesn't need to be. It's steady. It's present. It's real. And if love is measured by the way it changes us, then loving you has already rewritten me in the most beautiful ways. Sometimes love feels like the ocean. It is endless, vast, and mercurial, sometimes serene, sometimes pounding the cliffs of our hearts with questions we cannot answer. Yet, even in fiercest roar, I do not fear it, for your hand is my anchor, and in its grip I am untouchable. Do you remember the first storm we faced together? The sky tore itself open and rain fell like silver arrows, yet we laughed because we discovered in that chaos that two hearts could withstand the world. Even in the storm, love is not fragile, it is ferocious. We speak in silences, we converse in glances and touches, so small they might be dismissed by anyone else as coincidence. Yet, to me, they are symphonies, each tremor a note of devotion, each pause a rest between eternities. I write you in ink and air, alike in the margins of every thought, in the spaces between breaths. You are the poem I never knew I could, live and still. Every day I learn new verses from the way your hands rest on the table or how your eyes linger on horizons that I would never notice. Alone, love does not arrive with trumpet calls. It drifts like autumn leaves settling quietly in corners we did not know were empty. I have watched it grow in the pulse, creases of your smile, the subtle nods of